Deborah here from the Prep Pursuit. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is one I'm so excited about because I love monogramming. Monogramming is a fun way to personalize clothing and accessories, and it's traditionally very preppy. I've wanted to make this video for a long time and I had to wait until it fit into the schedule, but I'm really excited to share with you today the Monogram Etiquette Guide. So I've got some monograms on. I've got my necklace here. I've had this forever, since like high school. I've got a chambray hat here, and I'm going to talk to you about the order that letters should go in monogramming, and also about some items that you may commonly have, of course your clothing, but also some home items as well that you can get monogrammed, and what that should look like. So let's talk first about clothing and accessories. So typically, if you're going to have the middle initial that is larger, it's going to be your last initial in the middle. And my last initial is W, and then on the left hand side is the first letter of the first initial, and then on the right hand side is the first initial of the middle. So typically, if your last initial is going to be centered and it's going to be a little bit larger in font, it's going to read from left to right, first, last, and middle initials. Now, if you're going to have all of the letters in the monogram the same size font, then it's just going to be first, middle, last, which is the common typical way that you would just write your full name out anyways. It would be first, middle, and last name. So just keep in mind, based on the sizing of the font, that will determine whether or not the middle initial is your last name or your middle name. And if you're going to use just a single initial, then you're going to use your last initial. And so for married women, that would be their married name. And for single women, it's just going to be your last name initial. Married women, it's a little bit different. So if you're married, then your monogram is going to be reading from left to right. Your first initial of your first name, your first initial of your new last name, and then the first initial of your husband's first name. Now, this is a little bit different from if you're unmarried or single, so just keep this in mind. And if you're married but you've kept your last name either as a hyphen, or if you just kept your last name altogether, your maiden name, and you haven't taken on the new married name, your monogram is going to read from left to right. First name, first initial, new last name, first initial, and your maiden name, first initial. So ladies, if you're married, then your monogram style is going to be a little bit different in terms of the ordering and the letters in that monogram. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to get a couple of household items monogrammed, here's a couple of ideas for you to inspire you along the way. If you're getting your bedding monogrammed, it's proper etiquette to have 3 initials for the monogram on the middle of the top sheet. So the top sheet is obviously it's the flat sheet in bedding that when you're making the bed, you're tucking across, and it goes on top of the sham. Now on the sham, what you're going to do is just the single initial. So keep in mind, when you're doing single initials compared to 3 initials in a monogram, exactly what that proper order should be. Another idea of an item that you can get monogrammed at home is table linen. So if you've got napkins or anything else that you want to monogram, you're only going to use 1 single initial on that. So just keep in mind, if you're going to put anything on the table, anything, your plates or your cutlery, anything you're getting monogrammed, is just going to be a single initial for that. Now, this is an idea that personally I plan on having when I move into my house in a couple of months, is getting some bath towels monogrammed, especially my guest bathroom. And so with bath towels, typically it's going to be a 3 initial monogram, and with that monogram, the center initial is going to be the largest. So remember what I talked about earlier in this video, based on the size of the letters in the monogram, that determines the order of the initials. And the last idea of something to get monogrammed is a tote bag. I Love the assortment of tote bags. You can do canvas, you can do leather, you've got so many options. And typically if you're getting a tote bag monogrammed, you're only going to do a single initial. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching as well, this video is entirely appropriate for you too. I hope that you found these monogram tips helpful, and I know that you're gonna go home and get some stuff monogrammed because monograms are just so much fun. I love them on accessories, clothing, home items. I'm about to go monogram crazy when I buy my house. So I know that if you are interested in monogram etiquette, now you know. And if you found this video helpful, feel free to share it with a friend. I also want you to subscribe to the channel because I'm sharing new videos every single week. And I've got new content coming out. Once you subscribe, you'll always be in the know. You'll know exactly when I've got something new to share. I look forward to seeing you again in another video. I talk all about style, etiquette, and culture to help you live a chic and polished life. See you later, guys. Bye.